Hi, I'm Niall from GulfStream Boat Sales. Today we're taking a look around a 2008 Rinker 230 Atlantic. It's a 23-foot cuddy cabin sports boat. This boat's fitted with a Volvo 5-litre GXI fuel-injected engine. It's got only 120 hours on the clock. It comes complete with a twin-axle UK spec trailer, and it's in fantastic condition all round. We're going to take a detailed look through the boat now. We're going to put it in the water, show you the engine starting and running, and just try and give you a better idea of the condition and features on this boat. This boat has had only one owner from new, and we sold it to him back in 2008. So at that time we were the main Rinker importer for Ireland, and this boat was a special order from the factory for the owner. So there's a few nice options on it which we'll show you when we get to them. But yeah, so the guy chose the boat, ordered the spec he wanted, and he's looked after it like a baby. The condition is fantastic. It's only got 120 hours on the clock, and it really does look just like a new boat. The exterior, before we jump inside the boat, the gel coat's immaculate. It's still got a really nice showroom shine to it. All the stainless steel hardware, so the stainless steel rub rail insert is perfect. The bow rails are perfect. These pop-up cleats, which Rinker were fitting at the time, was really nice design to it. They're all in really good condition, as is the anchor roller. And then coming down along the side of the boat, the graphics are in very good shape. The boat's been anti-fouled. It's painted with international Trilux white paint. We freshened that up just for the pictures and things. It probably does need a new full coat before the start of next season. And then moving towards the back of the boat then as well, these engine vent covers, all the button poppers are all present and correct. The rub rail around the swim platform, everything's in perfect condition. The starboard side of the boat then looks fantastic as well. It's in really good condition. Again, the gel coat's got a nice mirror finish to it. There's two little small areas of just previous damage that's been filled and repaired. So that's one, which is just about maybe an inch across. Again, you've got to be really close up to the boat to see these. And then we've got another one here that's about 2 inches long and a quarter of an inch wide. And this is, I spoke to the owner about it, it's just from a bit of berthing damage, but it's really, I mean, it's very difficult to see. You have to be right up beside it. If you stand back off it a few feet, that's invisible. So it's nothing really to worry about. Everything else, again, the rub rail's perfect, it's on mark. We've got our brackets for our GPS antenna and VHF antenna, they're all in very good condition. As are the cleats, the engine covers, the logo, the Rinker logo and things. Again, you know, just looks virtually new. The hull bottom then, I can't find any evidence of any damage or anything. It's in really good condition. As I said, we freshened up the anti-fouling paint just to lift the appearance for the pictures. It does need, we haven't done underneath the bunks or things, so it would need a proper coat of anti-fouling paint before the start of next season. But condition wise, it's perfect down here. You'll also notice this SBS twin axle trailer. This is a proper UK spec trailer. We ordered it in for the customer at the time when the boat was new. It's in very good condition. The wheel bearings are perfect. We've towed the boat around about 80 miles to the showroom here and without problem. So if you're looking to get the boat transported throughout the country or over to the mainland of the UK, it'll go on the trailer, no problem whatsoever. The Rinker 230 Atlantic was the most popular cuddy cabin boat that we sold, and I actually owned one for a season and used it myself. And of all the Rinkers that we had over the course of our time as importers, right from 19-foot bow rider up to 28-foot cuddy cabin, this was one of my favourites, and it was certainly my wife's favourite one. One of the big things was this extended swim platform, which was an optional extra, but we fitted it to every boat that we brought in because it just gives so much extra room to the boat and makes it much more usable. So it's a huge platform. It's almost 3 feet wide. It is moulded non-skid. It's got these integrated pop-up cleats on it, so you can push those out of the way and you won't stub your toe on it. And it's a brilliant platform for swimming off, or if you're doing water sports. This boat has bags of pliers, so it'll easily pull skiers and water toys. This is a great place to get your skis on, or even if you want to tie on a donut or something on the back of the boat whenever you're not using it. The platform's brilliant for that. I've even had customers that we fitted dinghy davits onto the platform for, and they stored dinghies on a set of snap davits on the back of the boat. So a really versatile platform, and it makes the boat, I think. This one has it. Another couple of features I want to point out which weren't standard on this boat but they have been fitted to this example are the dual prop stern drive. So the boat's got a Volvo 5 litre GXI engine. It's fuel injected, it makes 270 horsepower. As standard it came with the SX drive, which is a single propeller. This dual prop drive was an upgrade and it makes the boat, it vastly improves the performance. It helps the boat get on this plane at lower speeds, and it also improves the tracking at slow speed. So if you're idling around the marina, you don't have to sit and saw at the steering wheel to get it to go in a straight line. It just tracks in a straight line. So this drive is great to have. It was about an £1,800 upgrade at the time, and it's in very good condition. The anodes are still good. The paint finish on the drive is good, just needs a little bit of a clean to clean some of the growth off it. And the seals and things, they're dry, there's no leaks or anything there, and the bellows look pretty good to me as well, so very good shape. The other option that this boat had was the fish pack. So there's lots of little fishing goodies inside the boat, and we've also got this big transom light here, so this is like a fish light. I have no idea whether it helps you catch fish or not, but it looks quite good after dark. You can turn that on, it lights up the water around the back of the boat. So that's in good shape and that's working. And then we've got trim tabs fitted to the boat as well, so you can control your running angle if you're running in a crosswind or anything. And again, they're in good shape, and the anodes that are on there are very good as well. So condition-wise, everything out here is perfect. So as well as this, the extended swim platform, the boat had an integrated molded-in platform as well. It's a lot shorter, but it acts as a step to get into the boat. We've got a central ski tow point here in the middle of the platform. So, like I said, this is rated to carry skiers, wakeboarders, water toys, whatever. We've got this little transom light on here. We've got a molded-in, like a wet locker you can use as an ice box or like a live well if you're fishing. We've also got a transom shower on the back of the boat, which is hooked up to the pressurized fresh water system on board. We've got our fuel filler point here. Again, we've got more cleats, pop-up style cleats. And then we've got this big transom locker. So this is a huge locker actually across the back of the boat. Makes a great place for firing fenders and things out of the way, keeps the cockpit space clear. And again, we've also, in the past, we've adapted this to carry a little outboard engine. On the same boat that we did the stand-up dinghy davits, so if you do want to carry a dinghy, you can put the engine in there. So again, it's such a versatile boat, you can do so much with it. This boat's also fitted with rod holders here. There's two integrated rod holders to the transom of the boat. Again, that's a factory installation, and it was part of that fish package that was ordered with this boat whenever it was new. And then we've got this step-through transom to give you access into the cockpit here. This boat has a full set of camber covers. So this is the bimini top section. So it extends right from the front of the windscreen, or the back of the windscreen I should say, to about the midsection of the transom seating area. And then we've got a curtain that goes down at the back, two side curtains, and the front glass section. So the beauty of that is that it gives you unencumbered access all the way around the cockpit whenever you've got the covers up. So you can sit, you don't lose any seating headroom at the back of the boat, you don't lose any standing headroom up at the helm. So you can use this full area, and it's great if you're out on a bad day or the weather turns against you and you want to get home and you don't want to get soaked in the rain, so you can just put the covers up and keep going. Or if you're staying on the boat and you want somebody could sleep out on the back seat there, again, they're under the covers, they're nice and dry. The covers in this boat are in very good condition, they're virtually perfect. If you have a look at the photographs, you'll see them in situ. But yeah, so we just wanted to show you that before we take the bimini top down to give you a better look inside the boat. Access into the cockpit is through this opening in the transom. So the step surfaces are all molded non-skid, and then we can remove the seat from this corner, and you got clear access then into the boat. The layout in here is very practical. We've got a transom seat across the full width of the boat that will easily accommodate 4 adults. You can remove the cushions from both sides of that if you want to get access up to the edge of the boat for fishing and things. And then we've got pretty much a clear sort of deck space In front of that seat, we've got this little wet bar area behind the Helm Seat with a, again, pressurized water system. There's a tap there. There's an integrated bin in underneath that. And then we've got a cupboard or a cool box in underneath. This is a Korean counter as well, so everything's really high quality in this boat. Then we've got an individual Helm Seat with a flip-up bolster, and it swivels and rotates. And we've got the same over on the port side for the passenger, and that rotates 360 degrees with a flip-up bolster too. We've got this little removable cockpit table for picnicking on board, and whenever you're not using it, you can take it away and put it down in the cabin for storage. So, I mean, one of the things I really liked about the boat was just how versatile it was. Whether you're going for a day cruise and you're going to have a picnic on board, it's perfect for that. If you wanted to fish off the boat, again, this one's fitted with a fish package. It's really good setup for doing that. If you're doing water sports and things and you're on and off wakeboards and kneeboards and skis, there's enough floor space in here to slot your skis down the port side and without cluttering up the entire boat, and you've got the huge platform for it as well. So it's just it's a fantastic layout. Definitely one of the best boats that Rinker ever built, and the quality is second to none. It really is top notch. So this transom seat extends, like I said, the full width of the cockpit, and it's low set as well, so you're sitting down inside the boat, so it doesn't feel like you're going to fall over the side or anything. I'll show you some of the other features of the fish package on this boat as well. So we've got this little bait box set up here in the gunnel on the port side, so that you've got all your hooks and weights and things you can store in there out of the way. Just below that, we've got access to our battery isolator switch and our main 12-volt circuit breakers. And then we've got some rod storage integrated into the forward part of the gunnel there as well, so you can get 2 or 3 rods stored in there out of the way. The entire cockpit is fully lined and drained, and it's molded non-skid, so you can remove these carpets that come up in a few sections. They're proper marine grade machine washable carpets, and below that we've got molded non-skid deck. The carpets are in brilliant condition. Again, they're the highest quality of stuff. This is a huge big locker then underneath the floor, which again you can use for throwing ropes and gear and stuff in out of the way. It's on a couple of gas assist struts. Yeah, everything's really good shape in here. We've got stainless steel cup holders dotted around. We've got some in the transom here. We've got stainless steel handrails. The stitching and upholstery is it's done to the highest standards to start with, and the condition of it now is perfect. There's no upholstery damage or anything like that inside this boat at all. The helm position on the boat is very good as well. Again, the quality really comes through. So we've got this high-end sports steering wheel with a stainless steel center cap on it, and it's a 5-position tilt. We've got this like carbon fiber effect dash, and we've got this like grey tanny colour moulding, so that it reduces glare on the windscreen whenever you're underway on sunny days. We've got all our instrumentation here, full range of instruments on the engine. The digital tacho is showing 120.1 hours on the clock, which is really nothing for an engine of this type. It's barely running. We've got trim gauge, fuel gauge, battery volts, oil pressure, and engine temperature. We've got a digital depth sounder here, which again was a factory fit part of the spec. It gives you the depth of the water under your keel. We've then got our speedo. We've got a Danforth compass. We've got a 12-volt power socket. We've got a remote control for the stereo, which lives down inside the cabin, so you can change the tunes and things and control the volume from the helm. We've got an integrated stainless steel cup holder. We've got controls for our trim tabs here, so they control the tabs on the transom of the boat, and they've also got built-in LED indicators, so you can see exactly the position of each tab. And this is an unusual feature on a sports boat. Usually you don't get that, so you have to try and figure out by feel where the trim tabs are, so that's a really nice touch. We've got a bank then of 12-volt switches for all our onboard equipment. Navigation lights, we've got these cockpit LED lights at low level around the cockpit, So the little blue LEDs, and they really set the boat off after dark. We've got controls for the cabin lights, the transom light, the fish light underneath the boat, bilge pump, galley pump, a horn, and all that type of stuff. So everything is totally in perfect working order up here. This boat's also fitted again from the factory as part of the fish package with a Lowrance LMS 332C colour chart plotter and fish finder. So that's a dual function unit. Works as a GPS chart plotter and also has a full fish finder capability built into it as well. So that's all in perfect condition too. And there is a VHF antenna obviously in a bracket here, but we don't have the head unit at the minute. Not too sure what the story is with that. We'll have to ask the owner about it. Yeah, so it's a really good helm position. This flip up bolster means that in the up position I can sit and I've got good visibility over the top of the windscreen. And although alternatively I can put the bolster down and I've got a really clear visibility through the screen as well. The Helm seat is fantastic. I've yet to find a better seat on any American sports boat. It was always one of the real selling features. It's a full bucket, you sit nice and comfy in it. It slides fore and aft, it rotates all the way around, it's adjustable for height as well. So, and it's in perfect condition, so that's really good. And then we've got our throttle and shift lever on the right hand side and a big padded armrest as well. So it's comfortable using that in longer passages and things. So yeah, really good helm position. We'll show you the engine bay now. The access to that's simple, and you can have a look at the footage on the water as well. The boat, the performance is fantastic. It's got 270 horsepower on tap. Bags of power for pulling skiers and things. If you just want to cruise along and you're not fussed about getting there too fast, the boat will plane down to about 15 or 16 miles per hour. But it's happiest cruising at around about 2,500 RPM. It's probably burning around 7 gallons an hour of fuel at that speed. And it sits really level in the water. It's actually got a really good hull. It's got I think it's a 20-degree dead rise on the transom, so it copes really well around the coastal conditions we're used to in this part of the world. I used to use my boat in Sheephaven Bay off the coast of Donegal in the northwest of Ireland, and I was out in some rough weather in it, and it never let us down. Always got us home no problem. It was always a nice dry ride. It throws the spray well cleared. It's a cracking little seaboat. This one has been kept up in Bangor Marina on the north coast of Ireland. And the owner used it for going out and sea fishing trips and things like that, and it's stood up to it really well. The conditioner, everything in here is brilliant. Even the windscreen surround, that aluminium windscreen frame is really good. All the stainless steel on the boat is totally unmarked. It really does not look like a saltwater boat, but again, that's testament to the quality of the materials that Rinker used in the build process. To get access into the engine bay, all you have to do is remove the two aft corner seats, and then this whole middle section hinges up. So, like I said, it's a Volvo 5-litre GXI engine. It's 270 horsepower. It's completely fuel injected, so it's turnkey start, and it runs really efficiently for a 5-litre engine. Condition in here is perfect. There's not a spot of corrosion on the engine anywhere at all. Again, it's a testament to how well the boat's been looked after, really. It looks like a freshwater boat. You literally could not tell this boat's been in salt water from new. There's no corrosion anywhere on the engine. It's totally immaculate. The bilge is nice and clean. There's good access all around that engine for service checks and things. All your filler points for your power steering fluid, your oil and your dipstick and things are all sitting at the front of the engine, so they're easy to get to for your daily checks and that. And the boat's also fitted with a twin battery setup. So that if you're staying on board, you can use one battery for running lights and stereos and things, and preserve the other battery for engine starting. Again, that's another option that we always spec in all these boats, just because we know the way people like to use them. Access out onto the foredeck is via these moulded in steps here and this open and windscreen section. The foredeck is all moulded, non-skid. There's a huge big anchor locker up there at the front, and the anchor sits on a roller, so launching and recovering your anchor on this boat is really easy, straightforward. This cabin was another huge selling feature for the Rinker 230 and was one of the things that made it so popular. Although it's a 23-foot boat and it's still a sleek looking sports boat, the cabin is a really good size. We get full sitting headroom in here for at least 4 adults. We can set our little cockpit table up in here as well, so if you want to eat round the table down here you can. These backrests on either side, they pull off, they're just on Velcro, and they go in here. There's a little bar goes in, but we can put in the infill cushions and make this into a double bed. And because these cushions actually reattach back here during the day, it means you're not being bothered with a couple of big bulky filler cushions kicking around the cabin. So people really like that. We've got storage then behind the seat rests, and in a couple of cupboards. We've got a little cupboard there on the port side just as you come in, and another little cupboard here on the starboard side. And then we've got our toilet. So this boat has a full marine toilet. This is actually plumbed up to go overboard, empty the contents overboard. It's a porta potty, but it's plumbed for pumping the contents out over the side. And again, it's another great feature to have on a boat like this, where you're possibly going out for the whole day, or you might even be spending a weekend on board. A toilet is essential. This unit that houses the toilet also doubles up as a little countertop during the day. We've got a couple of cup holders in it, stainless steel cup holders, and then we've got this cupboard, and we've got a portable gas stove, which again came from the factory. Hopefully that gives you a good idea of the features and the condition of this Rinker 230. It's probably pretty obvious that I like this boat. Like I said, I had one myself. I think they're fantastic. They're definitely the best cuddy cabin boat that Rinker's ever built. Much better than the current offerings. The quality was second to none. Really good build quality, and the features and the thought that went into it are great. You've got that versatile cockpit area, you've got the extended swim platform, and the really usable cabin as well. And then whenever you combine that with a spec on this one, so it's got the 5-litre GXI, the fuel injected engine, it's got the dual prop drive, the extended swim platform, the fish package, the camper covers, the GPS. It really is everything you could need on a boat like this, and it's on a proper UK spec road trailer. So I think it's fantastic value for money. I know she's going to be a pleasure to own for our next owners, and yeah, hopefully it might be the right boat for you. If you think it is, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Just give me a call or drop me an email or fill out the callback request form, and I'll give you a shout at a time that's convenient. Thank you for watching.